everybody, Tina Brigley here. I'm a breakthrough results coach and head of social influence at High Performing Coach. I love storytelling and I love connecting deeply with my audience through storytelling and helping coaches to discover their superpower in storytelling and sharing in a way that deeply connects with their audience. Each of us is unique. Each of us has so much power already within us. The only thing that's stopping us are these blocks, these beliefs that we hold as truths. Now, this is video 2 of a 4-part series about money blocks. Why is money so important? Well, because we have so many limiting beliefs about money that it stops us. And the other thing is, because we have these money stories, what is a story? A story is something that's made for entertainment. It's something that we have grown accustomed to, but it's not real. It's just part of our programming, our beliefs. It's ingrained in us. And until we notice what those beliefs are, we can't transform them. And if we can't transform them, if we can't recognize them, we're not going to make money in our business. We're going to push it away. Now, the one thing that I want to talk about today is the money block love. And this one is quite comical because, well, let me share a story. I worked with a client who was uber successful. She started her business in multi-level marketing, and it was just a way to get free products because she was living in poverty. She was living with no money, but she wasn't feeling good. She wanted to take care of her health. And in the process of, taking on her health in a big way, somebody said to her, hey, if you enroll 2 people, you can get your products for free. And she shares the story of just wanting to get her products for free. Well, fast forward a year later, she's driving a brand new car. She's going on luxury vacations. She's generating over $100,000 in residual income a year. Yet she never told anybody. Her underlying feeling or emotion that was showing up was shame. She felt guilty and shameful about having more money than people in her life. You see, she didn't grow up with money, so all of a sudden having money in abundance, she felt bad about that. And then the other things that happened was she downplayed her success. And it wasn't like I'm just gonna pretend, and you know how sometimes people, they pretend to not be successful, but it's because they're being inauthentic about it. She legitimately felt a lot of shame around having more money than others, and she hid her success. Now, if you're a coach, you might be able to relate to this. The money block, the mirror that shows up is love. Underneath all of that shame is a fear that if you have more than others, others won't like you. And it shows up as minimalizing. And you might even find yourself going through this experience of feast or famine. Where you have this, you get a few high-paying clients and things are really great and you have money in the bank. And then all of a sudden, the end of your program's coming and you realize, I don't have any clients and I have to create more clients, and you're worried about money and you're worried about all of this stuff. That has become a pattern that shows up. It's a block, the feast or famine. Sometimes you might even notice that even though you're charging higher fees, you don't have money left over. And sometimes you might even find yourself binge buying things. I got stuck in this trap too. When I started making money, generating revenue, I went and invested in an email marketing system, and all the money I generated went to that. I would get more money and make more money, and then I invested in another thing that didn't work. And I was always spending my money, and I didn't realize why. But growing up, I never had a lot of money. My mom would say to me, money doesn't grow on trees. You only buy what you need. You don't buy what you want. And that became programmed in my mind. So when I had money, it was like, oh, I need this. Oh, I really need this. It wasn't a want, but I was getting rid of money and I didn't know why. And how this also showed up is people would come to me and they would want to do business with me, and I would send them off to other coaches, other coaching programs because I didn't feel that people would accept me if I had more than them. People wouldn't like me if I had more than them. People wouldn't love me if I had more. And so one of the other things that I did was I didn't talk about my success. When I had a breakthrough in my money blocks, and last video I shared with you, some of the other things that were playing in the background, but when I had a profound breakthrough with my money, when I invested in something for me and believing in myself, in the first 10 days, I generated $10,000 in revenue. And part of my coaching program, which I'm a part of this now, was to share, to celebrate. And I remember having anxiety about sharing that I generated $10,000 in revenue in 10 days because I thought that people wouldn't like me if I had more than them. And then it got to the point where I was consistently generating $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. And in 5 months, when I generated $100,000 in revenue, I stopped sharing. I didn't want to tell people that. It made me feel really, really uncomfortable. Now, those of you that are listening that have this money block of love, you probably are experiencing success in your business. You're experiencing some sort of momentum and you're downplaying your success. I want you to start recognizing how that's showing up in your life, how it's showing up in your business. Are you in a position where things are in flow and momentum and then you put on the brakes and then you go into the scarcity mindset instead of abundant mindset? Just be aware of it. Now, just like the last video, I'm going to give you 3 breakthrough actions that you can put into your business today. If you feel like you are the pretender, you're the one that's downplaying your success, that you're afraid to celebrate, you're afraid to share what you're creating, know this. Number 1, people are looking for, do I know you, do I like you, and do I trust you? If you have what they want to create, they will trust that you've already been there. You can help them get there. So downplaying your success is not helping anybody. And it's also not bragging if you share your breakthroughs, if you share your success, because that's what people actually want. Number 2, start monitoring your expenses. If you find that you're spending more than you're making, if you're spending more than you're keeping, then you may have this money issue that's coming out. Also notice if you're binge buying things. Now, this doesn't just show up in your business. You might experience FOMO where you need to go to the next best program, the next best training. You might find yourself in this position where you're always learning, always growing, always investing, yet you're not actually applying what you learn. So monitor where you're spending your money when it comes to personal investments too. At some time, you get to just believe that you're good enough right now. You have enough right now to give to the world. And the third thing, I'm looking at my cheat sheet here. Playing small with your fees does not serve anybody. Minimizing how much you charge, not wanting to stand out, not wanting to charge more than others does not actually help you. It hurts you. Just another little story about this. I actually had a coach one time who, my program was $1,500 for a 3-month program, and she asked me, why is your program so cheap? I just got off the phone with a $7,000 coach who's offering less. And I didn't know how to answer that question. I said, well, that's just how much I charge. She actually invested in the $7,000 coach because she thought she was getting more value from a $7,000 coach. And she came back to me after and said, it was the worst investment I ever made. I wish I would have invested with you. So charging less does not actually serve you or your client. Charge what you're worth. And know that People are still going to like you. And if they don't, they're not your people. And that's okay too. We will find our people. Our people will be attracted to us. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching for the whole 10 minutes. And if you got value, if you discovered something about yourself, I want you to drop a comment below. Give us a thumbs up, like us. I'm going to put the links below. Follow us on Facebook. If you feel like this boundary, this money block is really stopping you from growing your business to the next level, if you want to have a personal breakthrough and really uncover like where this comes from, I encourage you to book a 20-minute call with me. Let's create abundance in your business. Let's create a business where you feel proud to share with the world. So anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.